Alright, folks, 2022 is almost over. That is pretty crazy when I think about it now, but let's do the year-end review and summary for World of Tanks. So for January, we got the Season 2 of Ranked Battle Mode to get the 114 SP2, which is not a half bad tank destroyer. I mean, the only somewhat turreted tank destroyer sniper at tier 10, so it's a hell of a lot better than the Grill 15, that's for sure. Under the Hammer auction, which is a different name for an old mechanic, so getting the auction for the Object 268 version number 5. It's been in the game files for like what, 6 years, 7 years, so nothing really special. Beijing Opera 113 from the Chinese server. The first appearance of the AMBT reappear in the Holiday Ops. Not a half bad medium tank, so I think it's a little bit better than the T69, so whatever. So, alright. We got the Lunar Marathon for the WZ-114, so repeating the tradition of a premium Chinese tank for Lunar New Year, like the 122 TM. And we got the Yo tanks and the Clan Wars stuff, so January was pretty packed, like off to a big start, fast start. And February follow up with the caravan thing with the rerolls. Reroll your offer and waste like 1,000,000 credits trying to get the Astron REX. Nope. It's like, oh, I have no more credit left. But you can also get the T-22 medium tank, the Caravets 1. Oh yeah, Astron REX. That didn't happen. It's like, it's already gone before the actual servers tell us that it's already gone. So you wasted a bunch of credits for nothing. And we had the start of Battle Pass Season 7. Disappointingly, for this season, or for this year, you had to pay up 2 chapters to get enough tokens for both the Cobra and the Lorraine 50T. So compared to last year's, only 1 chapter for the Kunz Panzer and the 777 version number 2 or something? I don't know, I don't remember. Okay. So March got slowed down a lot because of Putin, obviously, but we finished with the Ranked Battle Mode, and then we got the, what's it called? I totally forgot the name. Onslaught. There we go. That's the name. So finish with rank. You got the 114 SP2, a lot better than the Grill, but April got a better vehicle outline, and I think the micro patch already happened for faster login with the synchronizing of the store stuff with a like 1.15.1 or something, like a very early micro patch, which is a big deal for those who already have a lot of vehicles. So if you have like what, 300 vehicles, it takes about 2 minutes or 3 minutes for synchronizing the store to run until you log into the game. So that micro patch fixed that issue, but got the anniversary stuff, got Art of Strategy, which is play against a bunch of AIs and turrets. I mean, it was fun if nobody knows what the hell they're doing, but it was weird. I mean, I already tested it like last year for the sandbox. It just, alright, make it happen, but only lasted a month or so, or 1 iteration, but whatever. Surprising ship TVP 100 marathon with a different format in terms of a battle pass overlook or layout. There we go. But it's a lot better than the 10 stages marathon format. I love it a lot better than that grindy piece of crap. Battle pass points is a lot easier, a hell of a lot easier than the 10 stages. So getting this vehicle for free for this year is pretty good. It's practically a Hellcat or T67 at tier 8. Very, very nice. Comparable to the Scorpion G, but high explosive shell is also pretty devastating, surprisingly. We got the Warhammer stuff in June, and new bond shot items like the KV5 or STRV81, I think. Tiger, one of the Tigers, so like 131. But after the assembly shop for the Object 780, just like, I'm not spinning bonds. This was huge. I mean, this was like a 1 or 2 day big siphon, and that was it. I mean, you could get the special number plating and different decals or different stuff, 3D style for your vehicle if you buy it early enough. But also what's funny is this Steel Hunter only came back for 1 month with 3 new vehicles, and that was it. Only happened for 1 month, right? It didn't happen for like later in October or September. It just happened for only 1 month, like what they did with Art of Strategy, and that was it. I mean, then again, you don't get that much battle pass points, you don't get special tokens for vehicles, you just play it to have fun, but nobody played it. And we had the new recon for new maps, including the new Mines map, which is already in the game now, so wonderful. July was a little bit slow, we had the Clan Wars stuff, but mostly summer vacation. And for August, we had the different auction again. So repeat, but we could get the Peregrine IS-3A, the Gonzalo, which is a copy of a Caliban that actually works, the return of the Tier 9 Chinese tank destroyer from in the game files for like what, 4 years, the Tier 9 version, and the Warhammer stuff, yada yada. Oh, Chinese server got the VZ55 Gothic Warrior along with the Waffentrigger off E100. So they're really putting in work with the auction thingamajig, but yeah. Peregrine IS-3A was worth it, I think. Was it for like free XP or something? But it was not that bad. Or money. I think it was free XP, but didn't get the Object 268 version number 5, obviously from the 780 that just happened, or about 2 months ago. So not enough free XP or gold, was it? I don't remember, whatever. And September we had the Italian tank destroyers. So initially I thought they were pretty devastating, but once you go out of their cone of fire, then they're not that bad. But still, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, then obviously those are pretty good. So always try to kite around like brawling heavy tanks or tank destroyers. Don't go front toe-to-toe with them. Just, that's their advantage. That's what they want you to do. So run away and kite them around the map with your Leopard 1s or TVP T5051s. Yep. The Mines map, the Outpost map was added. Technically a net -1 map to overall this year because Putin, and 2 maps got removed because of that, so -1 map. Overall, we got the personal reserves updated, the Waffentrigger stuff with the Waffentrigger boxes, the Chieftain prototype, the KV4 KTTS. Been in the game files for like what, 7 years? Yep. The free Yo-Tank Swordfish style, which is pretty nice. So why can't we just have free 3D styles or missions for them? They could do it, but the style itself is like what, 4,000 gold, 3,000 gold? Crazy when you think about it. Got the 6th Sense change, which is pretty huge. Onslaught mode, replace ranked. And we got the Halloween anime crew, which is the Halloween stuff. They don't have enough time to do the Marnie 13 or the Leviathan thingy-majig, so it was alright. You get to use your own vehicles and everybody becomes a Predator missile, practically. Ramming damage. And Onslaught finished in November. We got Frontline, which was buggy as all hell. And well-deserved reward. We wrapped up for the holiday season. And obviously, now we have the holiday ops with the stupid, with double O, BZ-176, which is... I mean, when I think about it, the only reason the BZ-176 is currently working out so well is because a lot more players are playing during the holiday season. A lot more players are playing tier 8s, and therefore you don't get into tier 9s or tier 10 as often in the BZ-176. So that is great for it. Also, you face up against tier 6s and tier 7s because of more new players. So meeting a 160mm high explosive round that could pen like 230mm, that is devastating to a tier 6 or tier 7 and sometimes tier 8s as well, so dealing like 800 alpha. Stupid. So dumb. I don't know. Some people are saying making it tier 9 premium, making it like, I don't know, +1, -1, or -1 in general matchmaking. But God, that vehicle is dumb. Alright, so here are all the tanks added this year. This half is super test. This half has been released. The yellow ones are premium. The blue ones are special. But we got the Yo tanks. We got the Italian tank destroyers. And coming right up, we have the Chinese rocket heavy tanks. But these tanks are somewhat from last year that got somewhat renewed. Or not really, but these are technically not new, but whatever. So we saw the K2. We saw the Udarni on the Chinese server somewhat. The TL7 obviously for the Asian server. So there are a few tanks that are not exactly available to everybody. So these tanks could appear on the other servers like the Gothic Warrior VZ55, but technically they're not available to all the servers, whereas these are technically available to all the other servers. So alright, but I think they're saying the 116 F3 will be the upcoming Clan Wars special tank, special tier 10, like with the what the hell was the Caro 45T in a sense, or the T95 E6. So it's a special tier 10 for Clan Wars. I just want them to put some of the Clan Wars, like older tanks, into Bond Shop because nobody picks them, like with the T95 E6, or maybe they already have the 121B and the E and the M60, so maybe the VK 7201K, but I don't know. People will get pissed off anyways. I mean, they already put the IS5s and Krivslovsky's KV4, so they could do it, but I think my favorite or tank of the year for this year is this thing, the Ship TVP 100. You get a free marathon for it. It is pretty good at replacing Scorpion Gs as a tier 8 sniper of a tank destroyer. High explosive is very good. It has decent pin for 420 alpha compared to the normal like 240 alpha gun. But yeah, I think this is the candidate for me for tank of the year. I mean, the close second one is likely the 780. I mean, that is just a huge event by itself, but yeah, pretty nice. We'll have to see if we get the Japanese tank destroyer for next year, so that will be a plus. But yeah, obviously the BZ58-2 is one of the Battle Pass tanks. I don't know which one they're going to pick from the tier 9s into Battle Pass, but I'm hoping for the larger T54. This is practically a T54 with a auto reloader, Russian style, practically. So I was hoping for this vehicle, or even the autoloader 752, but we'll see. Wait, wasn't this thing becoming a premium? I think this was a premium instead of a special tank. Never mind, they changed it so much with the K91-2. But yeah, we talk a lot about all these vehicles, so no need to talk any more about them, but there's quite a few. And finally, we had 39 total new skins added in this year for 3D styles, but only 29 got released to the public. The Gothic Warrior VZ55 is only for the Asian server, or the Chinese server, excuse me. But there are a few from earlier this year that had probably a repeat, a copy of the same style from the first holiday ops. So they have the same style as the T57, the IS7, the Batchat, and the Grail 15. But just the same style for a lower tier like tier 8. And some of the tier 9s, some of the tier 10s, but they still look nice, but they never got released. So I have no idea what the hell they're going to do. Maybe what happened in Ukraine deterred them from releasing these styles for some reason. I don't know. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened, but yeah, there's only one rated highly. I'll go over it, but it's a spoiler that the Object 780 gets a 10 out of 10. Obviously, it gets a 10 out of 10. I spent so much money on it. That's why. Oh, there you go, folks. So thank you guys for hanging out with me all this year. I Seems to, well, I have more time this year to make the video, so therefore I did make a hell of a lot more video compared to last year. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, but I'll try to keep you guys up to date with this stuff. But yeah, it's been a wacky year, mostly wacky, mostly. But happy holidays, happy new year, stay safe, stay drunk, I guess. Just stay safe overall. So I'll see you guys pretty soon, but take care of each other, take care of yourselves, have a good time, and we'll see you in 2023 with more garbage like Japanese tank destroyers or Chinese rocket tanks that doesn't seem good, with Commander Cupola that's like half of the size of the freaking turret. But we'll see. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.